This is Brandon Lee with BetFirms.com here with your 2012 Arizona football predictions. 2011 was a disappointing season to say the least. Arizona got off to a 1-5 start with their lone win coming against FCS Northern Arizona. The poor start cost Mike Stoops his job. When he was fired on October 10th, the Wildcats had lost 10 consecutive games against FBS foes under his watch. Tim Kish stepped in on interim basis and led the Wildcats to a 3-3 finish. But rather than hand him the reins, the school decided to hire former West Virginia and Michigan headman Rich Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 9-32-1 all-time in his first season out of school, including 3-8 in his first season at West Virginia and 3-9 in his first year at Michigan. Rodriguez has installed his spread option offense, which should actually give the Wildcats a better chance to win in 2012 than their previous pass-happy spread attack. The Wildcats led the Pac-12 in passing offense with 370.8 yards per game and finished 11th in rushing offense with 94.5 yards per game last season. We won't see them leading the league in passing this year. With quarterback Nick Foles off to the NFL, Arizona is expected to go with fifth-year senior Matt Scott, who led the team to wins over UCLA, Washington State, and Washington in 2010. His athleticism makes him a good fit for the new scheme. Scott should benefit from an offensive line that returns all 5 starters, and sophomore running back Kadeem Carey should benefit from getting his number called more. Carey, who rushed for 425 yards and 6 touchdowns on just 91 carries in 2011, could be poised for a breakout season. The receiving corps is talented and experienced, but will inevitably see its production decline. Dan Buckner, who caught 42 passes for 606 yards and 2 scores last season, will be the go-to guy. Defense was the issue for Arizona last season. It was also the issue for Rodriguez while at Michigan. The stop unit ranked dead last in the Pac-12 in total defense with 460.5 yards allowed per game. It was among the worst in the country in pass defense, ranking last in the conference with 289.9 passing yards allowed per game. In hopes of making drastic improvements, Rodriguez has hooked up once again with Jeff Castile, who was the mastermind behind West Virginia's 3-3-5 stack. He is expected to put in a similar scheme. Castile won't have much depth this season, but he does have a little bit of talent to work with. Juniors Justin Washington and Sion Tuihalamaka, who have a combined 29 starts between them, anchor the front. The Wildcats are thin at linebacker, which means junior Jake Fisher, who is returning from knee surgery, will be counted on big time. He's the only backer with starting experience in the Pac-12. Losing safety Adam Hall to a season-ending knee injury hurts badly, which means Tremaine Bondurant must quickly realize his star potential. Sophomore cornerback Jordan McKnight, who missed 2011 with a knee injury, returns to give the Wildcats a solid cover corner. Now for my Pac-12 prediction, I have Arizona picked to finish 4th in the South Division. Despite the difficulties that come with installing 2 completely different schemes, Arizona should have a chance to win 1 or 2 more games than it did a season ago. The schedule is a big reason why. The Wildcats only played 6 home games in 2011, but will play 8 this year. All of those are winnable with the exception of USC. They better win as many at home as they can because the road portion of their schedule will be extremely challenging. They travel to Oregon, Stanford, UCLA, and Utah and will have a tough time getting any of those.